welcomes all the guests, friends, devotees, life members, the lovers of spiritual discourse, lovers of stories, lovers of religious practices, all the audience hearing through social media, and also the audience in future who would be hearing from the recordings. In this 125th divine spiritual appearance of Srila Prabhupada, we are going through a series of Srimad Bhagavatam Saptahas wherein we'll be discussing about Kunti Maharani's prayers, and we are into Kunti Maharani's prayers day 3. It's our good fortune that we are into this wonderful journey of hearing the pastimes of Kunti Maharani. It is said that when people of the world select us, we get a place in Parliament. And when the Supreme Personality of Godhead selects us, then we get a place in the spiritual discourse. Today, you, me, and all of us are extremely fortunate to get shelter under the roof of Sri Sri Radha Giridhari ji and service at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Giridhari ji. And of all the services, the topmost service is to hear the wonderful pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why I would like to pay my thousands and thousands of prostrated humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of their lordships, Sri Sri Radha Giridhari ji, Lalita Vishakar, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ji, Sudarshan ji, Sri Sri Gaurnithai, and the eternal concerts of their lordships. With this, I would like to offer my thousands and thousands of humble prostrated obeisances unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Consciousness. With this, I would like to pay obeisances unto the lotus feet of my dear spiritual master who has always been kind to this insignificant soul and always encouraging to advance in Krishna consciousness in spite and despite of many shortcomings, lags, and kinds of mistakes, offenses, but still the Gurudev has been very kind. My thousands and thousands of prostrated obeisances once again unto his lotus feet. With this, I would like to offer my thousands and thousands prostrated humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of all the wonderful elevated Vaishnavas. And with this, I will pray at the lotus feet of all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis that please be merciful to this insignificant soul so that this insignificant soul, one Malidas, can render service in such a way that I can please all of you, spiritual master and Srila Prabhupada. With this, we will proceed for today's class. Srimad Bhagavatam, is the topmost scripture, and Srimad Bhagavatam is king of all the scriptures. Srimad Bhagavatam is the best friend of all the Vaishnavas. Srimad Bhagavatam is the best associate of all the Vaishnavas. Srimad Bhagavatam is life of the Vaishnava. Srimad Bhagavatam is Amala Puran, it's a spotless Puran. And Srimad Bhagavatam is Paramahansa Samhita. It is the topmost swan like scripture. We are hearing about the topmost swan like devotee Sukhdev Goswami Maharaj, how he appeared, and also now we are trying to hear in what situation Parikshit Maharaj, the great king and a rishi, also made his appearance in this material world. Kunti Maharani, we have been hearing about her prayers that she is running from the inner chambers of the palace, which she never ever did, and she's going in the assembly where all the men, the soldiers, the ministers, Yudhishthir, Bhim, Nakul, Sahadev are ready to see of Krishna going to Dwarika. Satyaki is bodyguard and Uddhava is mind guard, Tantri and Mantri. Satyaki is a bodyguard. Krishna does not reckon a bodyguard or any kind of a minister also. But he takes advice from Uddhava and he takes help of Satyaki. To set an example, one should always have a physical protection and a mental protection. Uddhava guides him in this situation what has to be done, at this place what has to be done, and at this time what has to be done. And Satyaki, as a bodyguard, is very alert, no danger comes near Krishna. And Krishna is about to take off, and Kunti Maharani comes and starts offering obeisances and pranam. And Krishna says, "My dear auntie, why are you doing this? Every day I pay obeisances unto you, and you give me all the blessings. Ayushman Bhava, long live. Dhanavan Bhava, have lot of wealth. Balavan Bhava, have lot of strength. Putravan Bhava, have lot of children, sons. But today you are paying obeisances. How is it?" So Kunti Maharani is saying, today is not like any other day, because today is the day you will be going, I know, and you will never ever come back. Today I want to tell the whole world who you are. Yes, I am your nephew. That is fine, but I want to tell the whole world what they don't know, that you are the supreme personality of God. Okay, my dear auntie, you are going to say that, but why others are not saying? Then she says, because alaksha sarva bhutanam, you have hidden yourself from others. Oh, how is that? Why is it? Maya Javanika Jannam Agyana Dakshaja Avayam. So wonderful prayers are coming from the heart of Kunti Maharani, and these prayers are really the heart of Bhagavatam, and these are relished by the swan like devotees who are eager to uh, eagerly serving with lot of love the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavat Rasikas, the Bhagavat Marmagya, uh, the the devotees, Vigya, the scholars. They dive deep into the prayers of Kunti Maharani and other uh, devotees in Srimad Bhagavatam. They saw, because this is the heart of Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is coming from the heart of the wonderful devotees surrendered to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kunti Maharani's prayers, we can see how the six aspects of surrendership is that Anukula cha sankalpa pratikula cha varjanam guptatva varnam avasharakshabi Krishna karpanya atmanikshep sarvidhi sharnagati. Whatever is favorable for Krishna consciousness, we accept. Chanting, chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, is required. Getting up early and getting ready and making our body and fresh and decorating the body with tilak and uh, going for Mangal Arti. These are favorable. The association of the devotees, reading Srimad Bhagavatam and staying in Dham and doing Archa Vigra Seva. These are favorable for Krishna consciousness that we accept. And whatever is unfavorable, Asat Sangha Tyaga, I Vaishnav Achar, Stri Sangha Eka Asadu, Krishna Bhakta are. So, to give up non devotees association, a satsang, wrong association, is a Vaishnav etiquette. So, giving up wrong association, unwanted association, is like it is because it's unfavorable. So we give it up. We give up meat eating. We give up intoxication. We give up every kind of illicit activities. We give up every kind of gambling. And we are understanding that Krishna is always protecting us. Krishna is always taking care of us. And we are always trying to be in a, then we understand that, everything belongs to Krishna, should be offered back to Krishna, Atman and Shaper. So Kunti Maharani is very nicely presenting. She has praying obeisances after obeisances. Nama Pankaja Nabhaya, Nama Pankaja Malini, Nama Pankaja Netraya, Nama Pankaja Angraya. She is exhibiting the humble mood that I am an insignificant soul, I am Anu, and you are great, you are Vibhu. And she is glorifying Krishna. You are great and I am insignificant. And in this way, we see Kunti Maharani is offering her prayers, and she also tells that, oh Krishna, I don't want comforts, I want more and more danger. And Krishna is surprised. My dear auntie, I understand then people go old, they become psychic. Everybody asks for, yeah, everybody asks for benefits, not for calamities. You are asking for calamities. Oh, Vipada Santuto Shaswata. Then Kunti Maharani says, yes, whenever there is calamity, we render our prayers to you, and our prayers become very intense. And whenever there is intense prayer, you come. And when you come, the danger goes. So we want you always. That's why we that will happen when we have intense prayers, and when we intense prayer comes when there is danger. So the end point is we want to intensely pray, so that we want you. So Vipada Santuto Shaswata Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru. So saying that, uh, this is what is required. But Krishna says, what about, good birth, wealth? She says, Janma Aishraya Shruta Shrivi Edama Madapuma Na Eva Arhati Abhidatum Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. That we saw yesterday, that if we have lot of wealth, beauty, knowledge, and fame, Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shribi, that um, uh, leads to pride, and pride it's such a intoxication. These things will increase from within and uh, make our false ego more and more and more like a balloon which is getting blown up. It blows up our balloon like false ego. So in this way, we are like this is not favorable. So what is favorable? Intense spiritual devotional practice. And what is unfavorable? Pride. And that pride comes through opulences that we don't require. Kunti Maharani is very clear. She exhibits humility, whatever is favorable, what is unfavorable. Tvam akinchana gochara, you are a property of those who are materially impoverished. Materially improvised. So today we will take off from slok number 27. Namo akinchana vittaya nibridita guna vittaya atmaramaya santaya kaivalya pataye namaha. Again, she is paying obeisances and exhibiting that she is no more her hunty and she is a humble, insignificant soul. And Krishna, you are great. Nama Akinchana Vittaya. Vittaya means you are the property. Nama Akinchana Vittaya. You are you are purchased or you are a property of one who is materially impoverished. So who can we can buy clothes, we can buy vehicle, we can buy um, house, but who in this world can ever buy or have God as their property, as their earth? It is said that akinchana is you are the property of those who are materially impoverished. So we see beggars, they are materially impoverished, they don't have money. But here, Akinchan does not mean a beggar. It is not that anybody who is a beggar or who is in a very low economical category can have God as his property. No, 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 no. We see beggars. I've seen beggars. Mira Road, Mumbai, I've seen a beggar. He was, there's another town nearby, 6 kilometers towards south. It's called Dahisar. And there used to be a beggar. The day he left his body under a umbrella, he was always living under an umbrella. His body started stinking. After 2 days, they came to know that this beggar is no more. And they removed the umbrella. His body was taken, and then they took the body under few. There were few blankets under which he was, or over which he was sitting. When the blankets were removed, there was a big hole, and in that hole they started removing the coins and notes. There are more than 3 lakh rupees. That was more than 20 years ago. So today that 3 lakh will be costing something like 30 lakhs rupees. So this beggar is, from outside he has got nothing, but inside he has got a lot of desire. I want to become rich. So impoverished means maybe from the heart of the heart he knows that nothing is mine. Nothing is mine. This bungalow, this palace, these servants, and everything, yes, is given to me by Krishna. It belongs to Krishna. And Krishna has given to me to just take care of this. It does not belong to me. With this mood, Yudhishthir Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, they were serving Krishna. And they were materially impoverished, even though they had everything. But still they knew we have nothing. because it is all belonging to Krishna. For some time, Krishna is given and he's testing us whether I will be using it or misusing it. And by Krishna's mercy, I am using it. Ravana was also given, Hiranyakashipu was also given, Duryodhan was also given, but they misused it. They thought, oh, this is mine. So, we as devotees are learning from Srila Prabhupada. Yes, we are coming out of this material consciousness and we are coming to the spiritual consciousness that nothing is ours. I belong to Krishna and everything which is with me also belongs to Krishna. My family, my husband, my wife, my children, my father, my mother, actually they all belong to Krishna. I belong to Krishna. This house belongs to Krishna. And we are here together for some time so that we together lovingly will serve Krishna, help each other in advancing Krishna consciousness and serve Krishna. So that is the mood of Yudhishthir Maharaj. And they are akinchana. They are real akinchana. And for those kind of akinchana, materially impoverished, Krishna is the property. There is another beggar in Churchgate. It's like Bombay. Churchgate is the south of Bombay. It's one of the most uh, richest place of in Mumbai, and there was one beggar, and the beggar had a daughter, and it was the wedding of the daughter, and he said, "From today, this bus stop in which I am every day begging, I will give it as a dowry, as a presentation to my son-in-law. So my son-in-law will be the beggar of this wisdom." So even though he's materially, externally materially impoverished, he's got nothing. But in the heart, he has a lot of desire to collect money. This bus stop belongs to me. He did not say this bus stop belongs to Krishna and from now on my son-in-law. So that was not this mood. And believe it or not, he had more than 5 flats in the best places in Mumbai. 5 flats. So he is looking externally like a materially impoverished, but in the heart, he still is having, I want more, I want more. He is not ready to accept that I am soul and Krishna is my master, the super soul. He is saying, I am the body, and with this body, I want more money, more money, more money. There is in Mumbai, there is one more beggar. He is every day begging in the morning and in the night. He goes to five-star hotel and having conferences. He is the CEO of a big organization, and he has got two wives. In the morning, one wife, with her he begs, and uh, uh, and he made so much money, so much money, so much money that he became a CEO of a big, firm. And in the night, he goes with the second wife to the five-star hotel and has meeting with all the uh, vice CEO and other managers and executive and other managers. They don't, these executive managers and others, they don't understand that their boss in the morning is so he's beggar, but he has got so much hankering that I am this body, and for this body I want many more comforts. So he's expanding himself. Whereas the devotee of the Lord, even though many things are there, Prahlad Maharaj never ever said that this belongs to me. The whole universe, he was the king, but he was in the mood that I belong to Krishna and the whole universe belong to Krishna. I am here to serve Krishna by taking care of as a king. So that was the mood of Prahlad Maharaj, Ambrij Maharaj, the Parikshit Maharaj, Yudhishthir Maharaj, Prabhupada Maharaj. So that is the mood. He never said ISKCON is mine. In fact, he said that ISKCON belongs to Krishna. So that was his mood. I'm just a servant. So, Namo Kinchan Vittaya, if that is the mood, Krishna becomes the property of such a devotee. Ambrish Maharaj, devotees like Ambrish Maharaj, Krishna becomes their property. He wants to become a puppet in their hand. Sadhu Hridayamayam. And he says that such devotees are in my heart because such devotees keep my me in their heart. So in this way, we see that Kunti Maharani is understanding that Krishna is cannot be materially captured. Krishna can be materially captured easily, spiritually captured very easily. Namo Akinchana Vittaya. You are proper. I pay obeisances to Krishna, who is the property of uh, those who are akinchana. Nivrita guna vittaya. And you are completely. You got nothing to do with those who are materially connected. You got nothing to do with those who are those who are uh, you have got nothing to do with those who are non-devotees. So in this way, uh, because the non-devotees are connected to the non-devotees are in modes, three modes, and the three modes are called as the guna, and Krishna has got nothing to do with those who are connected, who are in the three modes. Nivritta is free. He has got nothing to do with the functioning of three modes of material nature. Devotees don't have wealth which comes out of the three modes of material nature, but devotees have wealth which is given by Krishna. Narsimdev Bhagwan gave the whole uh, universe to Prahlad. Same with Yudhishthir, same with Ambrish, same with Parikshit Maharaj. They did not work hard to get this property. So, in this way, Krishna has got nothing to do with non-devotees. And we say that, Krishna, even whatever pastimes he does, he likes to do it with devotees. Atmaramaya is self-satisfied and he is happy to be with devotees. And it is said he is so happy in Vrindavan that there is no other place where Krishna is happier. That's why it is said for Krishna, Padam ekam na gachati. Vrindavanam parityaja padam ekam na gachati. It says that Krishna never ever leaves Vrindavan and goes a step outside Vrindavan because there is so much love given by the gopis, so much love given by Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Devi, and so much love given by all the sakas. And Krishna never feels like leaving. He has got nothing to do with non-devotees. It's also said that Krishna is happiest in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a place where everyone is uh, talking about Krishna, glorifying Krishna and Krishna's pastime. That's why Krishna himself tells Narad Muni, Naham Vasami Vaikunta. I don't reside in in Vaikunta. Yoginam Hirdayshun. I am also not in the heart of the yogis. Yatra Magda Gayanti Tatatistami Narada. Where my devotees sing, there I am. So, what Krishna is saying is that I am the happiest when there is the glories, Sankirtan being done, devotees singing the glories of Krishna. That is the place I am the happiest. I am in the heart of the yogis, but I am not as happy as what I am in the happiness I experience in Sankirtan. I am also not so happy. I'm in Vaikuntha, I'm happy, but I'm not as happy as I am in Sankirtan. So, Vrindavan, Sankirtan is the place where Krishna always is there. And that is Atma Ramaya. And he's happy to be there. And he has got nothing to do with non devotees. Atma Ramaya. He is happily with the devotees, and non-devotees cannot approach Krishna, and Krishna has got nothing to do with non-devotees. For non-devotees, there is Mahavishnu, and from Mahavishnu onwards, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu onwards, Sirodaksha Vishnu. Krishna does not want to be there. So that's why Nivritta Gunaya, Nivritta Guna Vrittaya Atmarama is self-satisfied, being in the spiritual realm, especially where there is Kirtan. And Shantaya, even if devotees sometimes offend, Krishna is very peaceful. Radharani sometimes says, "Hey Krishna, you know, I'm tired. Could you please lift me?" Oh, really? So Krishna does not take that offense, that she's thinking that she's the greatest, that um, of all the living entities, the gopis are the greats, the Brajvasis are the, and of all the Brajvasis, the girlfriend gopis of Krishna are the greatest. And there are more than 3 crores gopis on Sharat Purnima dancing. They were feeling, wow, we are the best of the best, and with the best person, that is Krishna. So we are great. So Krishna immediately left them with Radha. He left alone with Radha. And then the whole these gopis, 300 crore gopis were searching. Hey, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? That was because they are pride. And when Radha Rani said, was also feeling, wow, of everyone in this creation, we gopis are the greatest. Among the gopis, I am the greatest. Oh, my dear Krishna, I am feeling little tired. So Krishna said, wow, she is also feeling little pride and kind of, you know, ordering Krishna. So Krishna said, okay, and he vanished. So Radharani is also crying. But he did not take offense like Shanta. He just said, okay. But he rectified their mood also. Devotees, but he is Shanta. He doesn't take that offense very seriously. Once Rukmani had a feeling that she is, Satyabhama had a feeling that she is the greatest. She is the greatest. So among all the queens, because Parijat was brought from heaven for her, not for other 16,107 queens. Oh, so that was like, wow, I am great. So Krishna understood. Oh, Garud felt, wow, I am the best. And Sudarshan Chakra felt he is also so powerful that Krishna always wants him. So Krishna was Shantaya, he was okay. But he did not take the offense. Pride has come. But he said, okay. But he told, you know, Garuda, please go and call Hanuman. So Garuda went to call Hanuman. Hanuman was in a cave deep down in south, and he was praying, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. He said, Garud came. Lord Ram is remembering you. He said, okay, I will join you. He said, come fast, come fast. I'm there. I will carry you. Well, you go. Don't disturb me. Then, but Garud was really insisting. So Hanuman said, he is disturbing my, what do you call, prayers. He wrapped him in his tail and threw Garuda. Garuda flew, and then he said, oh, I should go back to Dwarika and say that Hanuman said he will come after some time. But when he came, there was Hanuman. And Hanuman was having his jaws little blown up. And he paid obeisances. Jai Shri Ram. And Lord Krishna was smiling. And he said, hey Hanuman, you are here. And Garud reached. He said, hey, how come this monkey has already reached? And Garud could understand, wow, this Hanuman is faster than me. And his pride came down. Lord Krishna asked, when you came, there was somebody to greet you? Yes, there was some golden effulgence chakra, and it was kind of disturbing my not allowing me to come. So I just caught it and put it in my tooth. That's why I'm not able to speak properly. Oh, and he said, "Oh, that's my Sudarshan, please." Then Sudarshan was removed. Then Sudarshan could understand how great is Hanuman. Then Hanuman said, "My dear Lord Ram, I'm very happy to see you. But who is this maid servant sitting next to you? Where is Mother Sita?" Then Satyabhama could understand. Oh, that that I'm looking like a maid servant. Her pride came down. So Krishna was Shanta, but he did not say, "No, you have pride, so go away from me." But he was Shanta. But he takes care of this pride. So Shantaya, he was peaceful. Kevalapataya namaham. The Lord helps desire. The Lord helps the devotees who desire liberation. Liberation means free from material pangs. So mukti, but real mukti is taking bhakti. So Krishna is called as Kaivalapati, the Lord of uh, master of uh, master of monist. Monist means those who say that we want to st- st- be away from the material pangs. So, Kaivalapati. Kunti Maharani further goes to pray and say that you are equal to everyone. My dear Krishna, you are the most misunderstood person in the whole world. You are the supreme person of Godhead in the past. You were the supreme person of Godhead in the past. You are the supreme person of Godhead now, and in future. You will remain the supreme personality of Godhead. You were God. You are God, and you will remain to be God. But in this world, there is so much confusion of the most certain thing. Certain thing is that you are always God, is God, and will remain God. But people are so confused about who is God. Whereas things, whereas for a person whose position is not certain, people are so convinced. Like the Prime Minister of England, people will say so and so is the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of India, we say Shriman Modi ji is. But Modi ji is Prime Minister for 5 years, or 10 years, or 15 years, or 20 years. But before that, there were few more prime ministers, and before that, there were other prime ministers, and after Modi will also there will be prime minister. But you are always God, and you are God, and you will remain God. And the about God, there is so much confusion, so much that there is a lot of fight about who is God. In this whole world, the fight regarding who is God is more than other kind of fights. In the name of God, unintelligent people, they fight. They say, I am God. Some say, I am God. Like Hiranyakashipu said, I am God. Raman said, I am God. Some say that, no, other demigods are God. Shiva is God. And they fight with, Vishnu Bhaktas. And there are others who say that, you know, Allah is God or some other is God. So in the name of God, there's so much fight. Not understanding you were God, you will be God, and you are God. So Krishna, you are most misunderstood in this world by people. Even though you are always equal to everyone, still you are most misunderstood. मन्ये त्वं कालम् ईशानाम् अनादिनिधनं विभो samancharantam sarvatra bhutanam yan mitakali. I consider you to be equal to everyone. Samam charantam sarvatra. Manetvam kalam ishanam. I consider you to be like your eternal time, oh my dear Supreme Lord. Time is 24 hours for devotees, time is 24 hours for non devotees. Time is equal for everyone. And as time, you have impact on everything on a body of a non-devotee and a body of a devotee also. You are equal in your love for all the living entities. You are equal in your love for all the living entities. But still, there is so much disagreement about you, and nobody knows the truth. There is so much confusion that you are partial, and this is going on. So, in this way, you are, my dear Krishna, nature is very mysterious. Your birth is mysterious and your activities are mysterious. Your pastimes appear as if you are your, your pastimes appear as if you are very partial. But you are samam charantram sarvatra. You are always, always, always equal. Samam charantam sarvatam. Like the sun, the like the sunlight is uh, equally shining, and everybody can take its benefit. But if somebody has got a lens, and with this lens, uh, they can they can even burn uh, wood. Or if somebody puts solar panel equipments, they can take the energy of the sun and use it, bring electric current and use it for various activities. At the same time, if someone is uh, uh, someone who is sitting in a dark room and saying that I'm not getting vitamin D, it is not the problem of the sun god, it is a problem of that person. So, in this way, the sun is shining. The problem is not with sun, problem is with those who are not able to uh, take the utmost benefit out of the sun and sunshine. So that patrata, that qualification to take benefit of Krishna's mercy is is with the devotees. The non-devotees, they lack. That's why they feel that Krishna is partial to the devotees. The lens will take maximum benefit. The solar panels will take maximum benefit. Somebody who is in a dark room will not take much benefit. It's not problem of the sun god. It's a problem of that person. Once in Rome, there was a father. He had gone to get his haircut to a barber, and he was reading very intensely the Bible, and the barber was working on him. And the barber said, "My dear father, I understand seeing the situation of the world." He got a shock of his life because his whole life is dedicated for the propagation of glories of the Lord. What? There is no God. But he kept and he said, "Why did you say so, my dear son?" The Baba said, "If that I understand that God is source of happiness." Yes, my dear son. If God is the source of happiness, then why there is so much misery we see all over the world? Why people are begging? Why people are hungry? Why people are sick? And why people are, in a miserable condition? If God is source of happiness, they should also be. The father had the answer, but he said that now if I speak, it will just turn into an argument. And from argument, it's just uh, not, we will not come to a conclusion. It will be just a clash of egos. So he said, pray to the Lord, give me the power so that I can speak something which will convince this barber. Tesham satutayutanam bhajantam pritipurvakam. And with a heavy heart, he went. He gave the money and went. When he went outside, he saw a man, young boy, standing there. And he carefully saw the young man had long hairs till the waist, long mustache till the neck, long beard till the stomach. Then he said, "My dear young man, please come with me." And we again entered the saloon and he said, "My dear Baba, I don't believe in the city of Rome there is any saloon." The Baba had laughed and others were also laughing. Yes, I understand that there is no Baba. He said, "You are in a saloon and you are saying then, yes, I'm saying, why are you speaking so, my dear father?" He said that if there is saloon, why is it that this young man is having long hair till the waist and mooch till the neck and beard till the stomach? Ha! The barber laughed and he said, "This is because this fellow has not approached the saloon. Otherwise, we would have made like a Hare Krishna devotee." So the father said, "Yes, that's the point. Yes, that's the point. What's the point? That's the point. What's the point? The point is God is there, and those who approach Him, they get happiness, and those who are miserable is actually those who are not approaching." Then the barber started saying, "Yes, you make the point. You are making a point." And he said, "Yes, God is there. It's from our side, there is something lacking. Devotees are, devotees know how to take the mercy of the Lord, and the non-devotees, because they are lacking in understanding of God, they are not able to take the mercy of the Lord. The Lord is giving mercy to Arjuna and the Lord is giving mercy to Duryodhana, but Duryodhana does not know how to take the mercy. When the battle of the war, the big war of Mahabharata was uh, confirmed, Arjuna went and Duryodhan went for help, and Krishna was sleeping. And Duryodhan had a desire that he wanted a big army to fight, and Arjuna also had a desire, and both came with a desire. And Krishna knew the desire of both because he is Atma, uh, Paramatma. So both the desire, and he fulfilled both the desires. And when Krishna got up, Arjuna said, "Krishna, I want you as in my side." And Krishna said, "Wait a minute, don't make this blunder because I will be there, but I will not have any weapons." Arjuna, "No problem. If you are there and the whole world is against me, no problem. I will win." And Duryodhan said, "Krishna, I also wanted you, but no problem. I will take." In the heart of the heart, he actually wanted the whole army. So Krishna fulfilled Duryodhan's desire and Arjun's desire. That intelligent Krishna. And Duryodhan took Krishna's Krishna's property, and Arjuna took Krishna. That is how Arjuna, as a devotee, he took the maximum mercy of Krishna, and Duryodhan, as a non-devotee, he was also given the same opportunity, but he took the lesser option. and he did not get the best of the mercy. So Krishna is equal to give mercy, but we should have that vessel to capture the mercy. So devotees know how to take more and more mercy by becoming humble and being in the mode of dasanudas, servant of the servant. So in this way, Kunti Maharani is saying that Manye Tvam Kalam Ishanam, you are time and you are equal to everyone. Anadi, there is no beginning for you. You are always there. Nidanam, and there is no end for you. You are Vibhum, great. There is nobody greater than him. Matta Paratra na Anyat. No one in this creation has said, I am the greatest. There was once a great boxer. He said, I am the greatest. He was named as Muhammad Ali. Because in the boxing ring, anybody who came, he got one knock and is out. And out of pride, he said, I am the greatest. After a few years, his body got a disease called as Parkinson's disease. And he was not able to lift up mug of milk. Then a reporter came. Few years ago, you said you are the greatest. Then he struggled to speak. And he said, even now, I am saying I am the greatest. Then the reporter said, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, the difference is, previously I said, I am the greatest. But now I say, I am the greatest. Fool. Fool. Because by the time he got introduced to one of the religions, and because of the religious teachings he could understand that because of my pride I have suffering now. There is only one great, and that great is God. He got into the Islam religious movement, and he understood God is supreme. He is the greatest. He was the greatest. He will be the greatest. And we sometimes become great, but greatest is God. And then he said, I am the greatest. I still say I am the greatest, but I am the greatest fool. So Krishna made them realize that who is the greatest. Krishna, Lord Shiva says, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam. Lord Shiva says to his wife Parvati, who inquired, who is the greatest worshipable personality? He says, there are many personalities whom we can worship, but of all the great worshipable personalities, Aradhanam Sarvesham, Vishnu Aradhanam Param. Vishnu is the topmost, Krishna is the topmost. And Lord Brahma was asked, who is the greatest? He says, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindam, Krishna is the first person. Ishvara Parama Krishna, he is the supreme controller. Param Ishwar is Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Sachid Ananda Vigra. Anadir Adir Govinda. Sarva Karan Karan. He is the greatest. So all great people accept Krishna as the greatest. Only fools say that I am the greatest. So Kunti Maharani says, Anadi Nidanam Vibhum Samam Charantam Sarvatra. You are equal to all, but because of the lack of knowledge, people Bhutanam Yan Mita Kala. People are confused in this world. Even though you are equal, you are the greatest. People have a lot of confusion. Who is God? And in the name of God, they have lot of fight. Kali, Kali, Kali. In this creation, maximum fights has been in the name of God because of misunderstanding. Kunti Maharani saying, you are the most misunderstood person in this whole creation. Even though you your position is never shaken, but still people are not able to understand your position, that you are the greatest, you are God. You are equal to everybody. Other positions are going, kings come and go, prime ministers come and go, but people are like convinced about those positions. But Krishna's position, which is never ever shaken, people are confused and not convinced. And then she goes that Krishna you are such a mysterious person that everything is contradictory in your case. Naveda kaschid bhagwan chikir. You are the most misunderstood person because your birth and activities are very mysterious. That's why it's not easy to understand you. Naveda kaschid bhagwan chikir sitam. Ta eva man asya nirnam vidambanam. न अस्य कच्चिद्दीयतो अस्ति कर्हि चेत् द्वेषा च यस्मिन् विषममतिर्निर्नाम्. And she goes on to say that you are pastimes. Nobody is able to understand you, my dear Lord. Oh Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes. And of that pastimes, when you appear as human being, that is more misleading. You have no you for you there is nobody special, and for you there is nobody who is like an enemy. But still, people feel that you are partial. Imagine that you are partial to the Pandavas and you are impartial to the Kauravas. No, no, you are equal. Now, Veda Kashit, Bhagwan Chikirsitam. Nobody is able to understand your wonder pastimes. When you come like a boar, nobody understands that it is Krishna. It is the supreme God who is coming like a boar, Varahadev. But they think that it's an ordinary pig. And Hiranyakashipu, Hinakshi is trying to fight. The Lord is acting like a boar in such a way that everybody feels that it's a pig, except for the devotees. In fact, Hiranyakshi starts shouting at the pig. When the Lord comes as a fish, King Satyavrat felt that this is an ordinary fish. But later on, he came to know that we are expanding, expanding, expanding. So, this is not an ordinary fish, it's greatest God. When King, when Lord came as Vamana, Bali Maharaj saw that he is an ordinary Brahmana. He felt he is a effulgent Brahmana, but afterwards he understood he is Supreme Person of Godhead. So Krishna, when he appears, his birth and activities are very mysterious. It's not understood by people. And in that, when Krishna comes as Krishna and Rama in a human form, that's more misleading. Lord Raman felt that he is just a prince of Ayodhya, yet to become coronated as king of Ayodhya. Krishna was misunderstood as just a coward boy, just ran away from Vrindavan and become the prince of Dwarika, and is little expert in speaking. But and Krishna acts like that only, as if he is an ordinary human being. In the human form, it's still more misleading. Na kaschid diyato asti karhi ched. For you, there is no object of envy nor favor, but you are equal to everyone. Like when a mother is, the mother is rewarding a son because that son is very obedient. That's her love. And when the mother is punishing this other son because he is notorious, that is also her love. She wants that the notorious son be punished so that he advances in life. And she is rewarding this obedient son because she knows that by rewarding him, he will advance in life. That is her love. The real pastime when Prabhupada was in a Grahastha ashrama, then in his neighbor house, there was a big fight, a lot of shouting. Then Prabhupada wanted to know what is happening, why there is so much shouting. Then they had to get the message. Who can bring the message? Spy. Who will be the spy? And the best spy in, you know, in a community is the the maid servant of that house will bring the news of this house. So that when the maid servant of that house came to his house, then through his wife, he could get the information what happened. Then it said that, you know, the mother is spanking the youngest son, tap, 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 because the elder son was having typhoid and he was suffering. Typhoid means you cannot eat anything. If you eat, the intestine will burst, things will become burst. But after 5 days of typhoid treatment, on Sunday, mother was making parathas, and the smell of ghee of paratha came till his room. The elder brother said to the younger brother, "My dear younger brother, I'm suffering. I'm suffering. Dad really is suffering." And he said that, "You be merciful to me. Bring some parathas." So he bought 4 parathas and smuggled it and give it. And don't tell mother. But mother came to know that this elder son took parathas, and out of love for the elder son, that if he eat paratha things will go worse, and if this younger the younger son, if he's not made understood that what he did is wrong, he may continue. So she started spanking, tap, tap, tap. Why did you give paratha? Why did you give paratha? So the young boy was, the younger son was crying, and that was the whole thing. The spanking is not because she wanted to beat and make this small boy a victim of her power or anything. It is her love. Don't continue to do this nonsense, otherwise your brother will not be alive. She wanted to teach her. So in this way, sometimes the Lord as the Supreme Father sometimes awards the obedient sons and is heavy on those non-obedient sons. But is equal. That award is also love. This punishment is also love, because the Lord wants all of us to advance. So जन्म कर्म च विश आत्मा अजस्य कर्तुरात्मना वीर्यां तिर्यां निरीशुयादुषु तद अत्यंत विडंबनम. Your activities are very, very mysterious. That's why you are the most misunderstood person in the whole creation. The God is the most. Kunti Maharani is saying that the facts, that she has all the sambandha knowledge. She has got uh, all the knowledge who is God and who am I. But she's telling from that in this world people are not able to understand you because you act in such a way. Janma karma cha vishva atma. Oh, you are Vishwa Atma, the soul of the whole creation, that is universe, that is Garbhodaksha Vishnu. You have, for you, there is no birth, and Janma Karma Cha Vishwa Atma. You work though you are inactive. You take birth even though your vital force and unborn. Krishna need not take birth. Birth is for conditioned soul. Out of the karma, they have to change bodies. Leaving the body is called death, and coming into the womb of a mother is called as birth. Getting a new body is called as birth. But for Krishna, he is always having this spiritual body, and Krishna is not under the law of karma. In fact, he creates the law of karma, but still he comes and it appears that he's taking birth. That's why it's called as Janma Karmacha Medivam. It's divine birth. He comes as son of Yashoda, son of Devaki. Janma Karmacha Vishva Atma Ajasya Akartur Atmanam. He has no, he is inactive but still is seems to be working. Why he is inactive? Because law of karma is not acting on him. He is beyond the law of karma. Whatever action we do, it comes under law of karma. But whatever Krishna does is above law of karma. So that's why your janma and karma is very, very. You take birth in animals like Varha Bhagwan, and you act like an animal. This is sometimes misunderstood. You come as a human being. Tiryan means uh, bent in three uh, parts: the head, neck, and the back. So that way there are Triyan. Animals are called Triyan because they are bent in three parts. And Krishna, the Lord comes as Varaha. And again, we see the Lord comes as human being, as Lord Ram and as Lord Krishna. Triyam Nireshu Yad Hashu. And he also comes as aquatic, like it comes, Lord comes as a Matsya avatar. Keshavadvita Meena Sharira Jai Jagdishare. And this is also, and you act like a real aquatic animal, real animal, that a non-devotee will get confused and think that this is just an animal. The Lord has got two reasons to do this. He comes in all the 84 species so that the 84 lakh species understand that the Lord is from my family. It is said that birds of same feather flock together. So when Krishna comes as me, all the aquatics think, hey, Krishna is the God. God is from our family. He's also a fish. So they start getting attracted to Krishna. And when Krishna comes as a boar, then all the four-legged animals say, hey, he is an animal like us. And all the animals start, worshipping Varadev, and they say they get attracted to Vara. And when Krishna comes as human being, all the human beings say, hey, Krishna, Lord Ram is a human being. Let us worship him. So in this way, Krishna is putting all his effort to attract us. Is working so hard. So, but still, it's very mysterious. People get, non-devotees are not able to understand that this boar is not an ordinary boar. This fish is not an ordinary fish. This Lord Ram is not an ordinary person. In this way, everybody is confused. Not only everybody, even sometimes devotees like Brahma is confused and Indra is confused. Brahma Vimohan Lila and Govardhan Lila can be explains that. Not only that, then Kunti Maharani says, even I am confused. Then Krishna says, hey, wait a minute, my dear auntie, why are you getting confused? He says, yes, I am getting confused. You are the supreme personality of Godhead, and fear personified is also afraid of you. Yamraj is also afraid of you. And Lord Kapila says that Madbayad, the wind, God is wind out of fear, the sun out of fear, the rain out of fear, the seasons out of fear, they work. Yamraj out of fear does his duty on time. Fear means here, like the sun out of fear. That means the sun is up, like the sun rises and sets on time out of fear of Krishna. He doesn't want to displease Krishna. The wind is blowing out of fear out of Krishna. They don't want to displease Krishna. Yamraj is doing his duty, taking the soul out of the body at the right time out of love for Krishna. Fear personified. Yam Dutas, Yamraj is also fearful of you. But I see that you, as a small boy, on that Deepavali day, on the Kartik Deepavali day, you were Amavas day, you were caught by uh, Mother Yashoda because you were notorious. You broke the pot, and she came with a stick in her hand, and you, out of fear of that Gopi, Yashoda, you ran this, as if you are not God, the Supreme Personality of God, but you are a small boy who has got no power. I can understand a small boy running out of fear, but I cannot. I'm not able to contemplate, understand. You, uh, the, you are worshipable, and fear itself is afraid of you, but you are afraid of a simple lady that is a gopi. That is very, very astonishing for me. Are you the supreme personality of God, or are you just a small village boy? So I am also confused. So in this way she says, gopi adada tvai kritagasya dhama tava yate das ashru कलि अंजला संभ्रमा क्षमा वक्त्रं निन्यत्य भयनवस्थितस्य सा मां विमोहिता भीरपि बिभ्यति. And she says that, oh, you are acting like such a baby that you are an ordinary baby. And I was confused. Are you really an ordinary baby, or you are the supreme person? Even I am confused. You act in such a way that everybody is bewildered. So this is how you are the most confused person in the whole creation, and everybody is bewildered about your birth and your activities. Even I am bewildered. So Kunti Maharani, out of love, is telling that Krishna, you are the greatest, but still you are not being understood as the greatest, because your activities are such that people feel you are just a common man. So in this way, Kunti Maharani is glorifying Krishna by telling that you are the greatest. You are always merciful to all the living entities, but still people misunderstand and feel that you are partial, or sometimes and impartial to some, but you are equal in giving mercy to all. And in this way, in this pastime, Kunti Devi, Yashoda mother, does the Damodar Leela, and that was the first day she ever lifted the stick, and she cried when Krishna left for Mathura and was not returning. She said, Krishna, you left me because on that day I lifted a stick. I promise, I will never ever lift the stick. And all the Brajvasis were crying, Krishna, you have left us because we assisted Yashoda Maya in getting the rope. We promise we will never ever give rope to tie you up. Please come back. Please come back. That was the only day when Yashoda Maya was trying to chastise. But that was a pastime. Even Kunti Devi was bewildered. Hey, this is a small boy running out of fear. How can I understand this? This small boy is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Fear personified himself is fearful of this great personality, but is afraid of stick in the hand of mother. I am also bewildered. So Krishna is smiling and hearing the prayers of Kunti Maharani, which is full of love, which is coming from the depth of the heart. These are the prayers which is released by the lovers of Srimad Bhagavatam, by great elevated souls, by the devotees who takes the essence. They relish these wonderful prayers. And of all these prayers, Kunti Maharani's prayers, there is a secret which is going to come out. The secret is how to be peaceful, how to be blissful in spite of all the problems in life. She already spoke out. Vipada Santatu Shaswata Tatra Tatra. Give me troubles, 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 so that whenever there is trouble, we intensely pray for you, and when we intensely pray for you and you come, and when you come, all the problems goes. This is one way of being happy. Welcome problems, but these only Kunti Maharani can do. And apart from Kunti Maharani, no one before or nobody after will dare to do. We have so many miseries and so many calamities and so many problems. But the point is, we have to bring Krishna, and that Kunti Maharani will bring out. There is another way to always have Krishna with us, and that will be revealed in the upcoming class. Hare Krishna. So let us understand the mood of Kunti Maharani. Kunti Maharani is saying that I want that I should always do intense spiritual devotional practice. I should intensely practice, and my eagerness to to attain love of God should increase. So that is, should be our mood also. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.